Hi everyone, it's Cheryl from TanningCentral.com. Today I'd like to talk to you about pregnancy and tanning and try and give you a little instructional video that can just advise you on what is actually safe to do as far as tanning goes while you're pregnant. Now you've probably heard a lot of different stories. Some may say tanning beds are safe, some may say fake tan's safe, but like all things when you're pregnant is you're getting so much information told to you that you can often get a little bit confused as to what is actually correct. So I'm hoping after you've watched my video that you're actually a bit more clearer on what you can do so that you can still look lovely and tanned while you're pregnant. Firstly, when you're pregnant, one thing to consider is that your doctors normally do recommend that you keep your body temperature down, especially during your first trimester. The second thing is that our skin becomes actually a little bit more photosensitive while we're pregnant. And what this means is our skin becomes more sensitive to the sun and you're more likely to burn than you would when you're not pregnant. And the third thing is that you can be more prone to pigmentation during this time. I think most of us have heard of, or you may have experienced, the pigmentation on the face, commonly known as the pregnancy mask. So just be aware of these three factors as I go through and talk about different types of tanning and what's safe. Okay, so if you're wondering if you can go in a tanning bed while you're pregnant, firstly we'll just have a little look at how a tanning bed works. Tanning beds work by basically burning your skin with the use of UVB ray. Now, UVB ray cannot penetrate to the womb, so as far as the actual device of a tanning bed, yes, they are perfectly safe for your baby. They cannot harm your baby. Now, there's a couple of things to consider if you are wanting to go into a tanning bed. The first one being that when your doctor does actually give you the advice that you should keep your body temperature down, it's probably best to ask him if he would recommend that you go in a tanning bed during the first trimester. If you've used tanning beds before you've been pregnant, you're probably aware that 10 minutes that you're in there is actually quite intense and you can get quite hot and overheated. So my advice is probably to stay away from them for the first trimester and then always consult your doctor and find out if he thinks it would be okay for you to use it later on in your pregnancy. If you do decide to use the tanning bed, just keep in mind that you really need to keep your fluids up, so drink lots of water, keep yourself hydrated, and I would also probably recommend covering your face during your pregnancy if you would like to avoid having the pigmentation develop on your face in the pregnancy mask area, which is around your eyes and predominantly around your chin area. So yes, as far as being safe for your baby, they most certainly are. Okay, now the sun is probably the same kind of deal as a tanning bed. They use UV, you're exposing yourself to UVB and UVA rays. Neither of these can get through to the womb. Do keep in mind though that because your skin is a little bit more photosensitive, you may burn a lot faster than what you normally would. So if you're used to tanning and all of a sudden you go and lie in the sun when you're pregnant, just really keep in mind to cover up and reapply your sunscreen more often. Also be aware that you could be exposing yourself to getting pigmentation around your face. So these are all things to consider, but as far as safety to your baby, the UVB rays and UVA rays cannot penetrate the womb, but keep your fluids up, be sensible, try not to overheat your body, and if you're at all concerned, consult your doctor. Okay, now fake tan or self-tan, spray tan, whatever you like to call it, is my number one option to do while you actually are pregnant. Basically, I'm a big fan of fake tan for the fact that it's just not going to give you skin cancer and it's so safe for you to use. Basically how fake tan works is it uses DHA, which is a chemical which basically, when it's on the surface of the skin, it just dyes the dead skin cells, the top layers of dead skin cells, which gives you the tan looking colour all over your body. Now, this ingredient does not penetrate into your bloodstream, so it cannot reach your baby, so it's perfectly safe to use while you're pregnant. Now, if you're thinking of going and getting a spray tan and you're a little bit concerned about the fumes that you might be inhaling, because a lot of overspray does happen while you're being spray tanned, maybe ask your therapist if they could provide a mask for you. Most places should be able to do that for you. The little paper ones are terrific, and it's just going to help you to stop inhaling any of the fumes if you're a bit concerned about that. I actually spray tanned the whole way through my pregnancy, and I just wore a mask each time, and I found that was a great way to just keep myself and my baby protected from the tanning fumes. Well, that's all from me today, guys. I hope that that's actually just cleared up any little queries you may have had about what you can do while you're pregnant as far as tanning goes. If you have any more questions or you're wanting any more information, you can visit my site at www.tanningsentral.com. There's great reviews, which tanning lotions to pick, through to the dangers of the sun, tanning beds, etc. So take a look, and I'll see you next time.